Welcome to Comparative VPN YouTube channel. Today's video will be an in-depth review of ZenMate VPN. ZenMate VPN is one of the cheapest premium VPNs you can currently get, and right from the get-go, its beautifully designed website aims to keep you around just so you can see all of the features, servers and applications it offers. Being a cheap VPN, you must know that we aren't talking about an extraordinary VPN provider that's going to give you the level of performance you will get from ExpressVPN or NordVPN, for example, but because of its long existence on the marketplace, it's interesting to see whether or not ZenMate is worth your time and money. And regardless of the result we get, we're also going to give you two alternatives to ZenMate that are much better. So, without further ado, let's see if this German VPN is any good in our ZenMate VPN review and test. But before we do that, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever we publish a new VPN review like this one. Let's start off our ZenMate VPN review by talking about applications and ease of use. ZenMate supports a decent array of platforms, including Windows, iOS, macOS, Android, Chrome, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. Sadly, Linux isn't on the list, which is a bit of a shame, albeit it supports the OpenVPN application, so you can probably set it up on Linux if you have more experience. What we also like is the fact that ZenMate VPN gives you an unlimited number of simultaneous connections on a single account, so you can pay for one subscription and share your account with all your family members and friends, making ZenMate VPN extremely affordable. Now, if you take a look at the application, you will have a strong resemblance of one VPN. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess which one. Yeah, it's no other than CyberGhost, and this is because Cape Technologies, the company behind CyberGhost, is also the one that owns ZenMate VPN. This means that ZenMate VPN works pretty much the same as CyberGhost, but with fewer features. To connect to the server you want, you need to double-click on the country from the server list, and ZenMate VPN automatically connects to the VPN server located in this country. Of course, to disconnect you need to use the same connection button, and the connection will be stopped. To visit the settings menu, you need to click here, and this brings us to the next section of our ZenMate VPN review, which is security. In terms of security, ZenMate VPN is actually not that bad. It's like a younger and weaker brother of CyberGhost, but still, it offers military-grade encryption, an automatic kill switch, and even IPv6 and DNS leak protection. Unlike CyberGhost, it doesn't offer an ad blocker, for example, and if we check the VPN protocols that are available, we can see only OpenVPN and IKEv2 with no WireGuard in place. This is not a big deal, to be honest, because OpenVPN is still a decent protocol, but over time ZenMate VPN will need to make WireGuard available, given that the majority of premium VPNs are working on it, or they already have it. Now let's check the privacy policy of ZenMate VPN. To be honest, this privacy policy might be too complex and not well written for some people, and rightfully so, because ZenMate isn't as direct and transparent as we would like it to be. For that reason, we will give you a short version of it to determine whether or not ZenMate is safe to use. We need to point out that ZenMate is based in Germany, a country from the 14 eyes, so from the start it doesn't exactly scream privacy. When it comes to non-personal data, ZenMate collects quite a lot of information, such as your browser type, the operating system you're using, IP address, your internet service provider, and a few more bits of information. However, what I find interesting is that this information is collected when you use the VPN's website and is allegedly in an anonymized form. Then we have personal data, and here ZenMate VPN has certain fraud detection measures that consist of logging information such as website usage, IP address, approximate geolocation, billing method, and so forth. However, ZenMate says that this information is not associated with your browsing activity inside the VPN tunnel, which is never recorded or stored. So all in all, ZenMate VPN will not store your browsing history on its servers, but collecting so much information, even in an anonymized form, doesn't seem very safe to me. On the brighter side, it doesn't sell your information to third parties, so it won't end up in the wrong hands, but it will still be stored on ZenMate servers, and this is something worth noting. Moving on with the ZenMate VPN review, we need to see how fast this cheap VPN actually is. What you see on the screen is my native internet speed, so I will use 2 servers to test ZenMate VPN and see how big the speed reduction will be. One server will be located in Bulgaria, which is very close to my real location, and one in the United States, just to see how well ZenMate VPN performs in different scenarios. As you can see, I'm already connected to the VPN server in Bulgaria, so let's revisit the speed test website and initiate the speed test. And right off the bat, we can see that speeds aren't exactly the greatest. Even though my distance to the server is very small, I still have a noticeable speed reduction and ping increase, but to be honest, it could be much worse. Now I'm connected to the server in the United States through ZenMate VPN, so let's initiate the speed test once again and check out the results. As expected, it's a bit worse now, and this time the speed reduction is significant, with ping going over 130 milliseconds, which isn't great for online gaming on distant servers. For the speed test, we can conclude that ZenMate VPN definitely isn't that bad, but I found one thing very frustrating, and that is the connection time, which is painfully slow, and sometimes you can wait for up to a whole minute for ZenMate VPN to establish a connection. In the next part of our ZenMate VPN review, we need to perform a streaming test and see if you can unblock different streaming platforms abroad. I will use Netflix and BBC iPlayer in this review. For Netflix, I will use the US catalog and I will try to unblock the movie Batman the Killing Joke, which is available only in the United States and I can't find it, as you can see on the screen, after which I will connect to the UK server and try to watch BBC iPlayer. First, let's connect to a dedicated streaming server in the United States, and then let's refresh the page. As you can see, ZenMate VPN successfully unblocked the movie, meaning that Netflix US works. But let's try to watch this movie to confirm what I just said. And as you can see, it works flawlessly, but I'm stopping the footage to prevent any copyright claims. Now I'm disconnected from the US server and I will try to watch BBC iPlayer with my real IP address. Clearly, it gives me an error message because I'm not located in the UK, but let's connect to another dedicated streaming server in the UK. Now, with the UK IP address, let's refresh the page and see whether or not we can watch BBC iPlayer. And now, as you can see, the error message is not here, so let's try to watch this show. Which, as you can see, works flawlessly, but I'm blurring the footage to prevent any copyright claims. So, in this streaming test, ZenMate shows great results and passes the test with flying colors, thanks to its dedicated streaming servers that aren't just a gimmick, but really allow you to unblock certain streaming platforms. ZenMate VPN has another trick up on its sleeve and it's the number of servers and server locations. It has 3,500 servers in 79 countries and these are amazing numbers for a VPN this cheap. Not to mention dedicated streaming and P2P servers that make up a good portion of the server park. This means that ZenMate VPN allows you to download torrents safely and unblock different Netflix catalogs due to servers in almost 80 countries. Just for comparison, NordVPN offers servers in 59 locations, whereas CyberGhost and ExpressVPN give you 90 plus countries to choose from. A premium VPN like ZenMate VPN must have decent customer support, which is thankfully the case here. In our ZenMate VPN review, we found out that you can contact the customer support team by using two methods. Live chat and by submitting a request, which honestly I didn't bother to try too much, given that live chat works really well. The customer support team is reliable and fast to respond, and although you can enjoy the website in different languages, you can talk with customer support team members just in English, which may be a letdown for users in Germany, for example, since ZenMate is based in this country. Throughout the whole ZenMate VPN review, we mentioned many times that ZenMate is a cheap VPN, and now here's the proof of that on the screen. The monthly plan is not that cheap, as you can see, and the annual plan is relatively affordable at $449 a month or $53.88 upfront. However, the star of the show here is the humongous 3-year plan at just $164 a month or $59 every 3 years. Not just for the first 3 years, but every 3 years, which is really cheap even if you're a budget-oriented user. Plus, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee for all plans. Does this mean that you should buy ZenMate VPN? Well, in my opinion, it's better to go for a bit more expensive option, CyberGhost, that also has a very cheap 3-year plan, but offers 7,000 plus servers in 90 countries, better speeds, more security features, a no-logging policy, a 45-day money-back guarantee for long-term plans, and better app support. Or perhaps, if you're on a budget, you can go for ExpressVPN, which is even better, and even though it has 3,000 servers in 94 countries, it comes with the fastest speeds on the market, a verified no-logging policy, applications for all platforms, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and is able to unblock dozens of Netflix catalogs and other streaming platforms. In fact, I left links to both of these VPNs in the description below, just in case you want to try them out and get special discounts on both VPNs. So, let's conclude this ZenMate VPN review. Who should buy ZenMate VPN? Well, I would say that ZenMate VPN is a good solution for people on an extremely low budget that want a long-term plan and don't have any special requirements in terms of speed, performance, security and privacy. Of course, generally speaking, ZenMate is far from being great, and for that reason much better solutions are CyberGhost and ExpressVPN that are going to give you a much better experience, albeit at a bit more expensive price when compared to ZenMate. But with a money-back guarantee for each of these VPNs, you have nothing to lose by going for CyberGhost or even more expensive ExpressVPN, which is for us the best VPN you can currently get. With everything said, this was all for today's video. We hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to our channel and stay with us because many more useful videos like this are coming very soon. See you in the next video. Bye.